Hi campers, welcome to another day above ground. It's another campy day of Noxsoma Life Camp 2.0. Just a quick reminder and a quick emphasis that all of these transmissions are for entertainment purposes, but today's transmission is particularly for entertainment purposes. It is an interpretation from the simulation, and it seems that Joe Biden has been marked for death.
Our mission is to provide compelling, provocative, healing, life-enhancing content to a global, English-speaking audience. Noxsoma Life Camp 2.0 is a global healing initiative, 7-year plan that aims to encourage, guide, and instruct individuals to elevate their vibrations, align their frequency with universe, and reconnect with source. Also, to benefit on this material plane, reality through improved health and wellness, happiness, humility, and abundance. As we reach our funding goals, we will be able to advance to the next phase of our calling. Thank you for supporting our effort.
So what do I mean by that? Well, it's been announced that Joe Biden has prostate cancer. And immediately after that announcement, the colleagues in his party got together to put it out there to the herd that, well, because Joe Biden has this cancer, he shouldn't be investigated, questioned, or scrutinized about any of his activities while he was president, or ever. You know, including that little thing, that blackmail thing in Ukraine, Ukraine Gate, Hunter Biden's laptop, the Biden crime family, and anything else, you know, funding for Ukraine, maybe his relationship with Zelensky or Burisma, or the servers in Ukraine, the biolabs in Ukraine, or maybe I should say the alleged biolabs in Ukraine, anything. The 2020 election, his mental state while he was at 1600, or whether he was actually at 1600. Remember how the conspiracy theorists were saying that he wasn't really the president, and you know, all of his setups were fake, the fake White House and all that stuff. None of that stuff can be investigated because a cancer diagnosis is pretty much a death sentence. And this brings us to the other side of the record, probably the side that's behind the curtain. The deep state may be setting up this cancer diagnosis just basically to ghost Biden, to get him out of the way, to keep him from maybe talking or babbling, you know, dementedly, or writing a book, you know, if he's faking or something. Biden has been in the political mix for a very long time, and he's no doubt got a lot of secrets in his garage. If he is really demented, then he can't be trusted to keep those secrets. If he's disgruntled, he can't be trusted to keep those secrets. So what do? Poof, off with his head. It may also be that this change in regime means a general change in power in the deep state. And maybe they might do to him what they did to H.W. Bush and John McCain. Once again, and as usual, I'm yielding to other people's conspiracy theories, and I don't know if this actually sounds right to your boy, or whether I just want it to sound right. So here's the way we see it from the simulation. Joe Biden has kind of sort of been tried and convicted and sentenced to death by the deep state. But they can't just ghost him like they did Kennedy, right? Very public, very, very last century. So what they do now is they download this idea in the minds of all of his friends and supporters, you know, those that are removed from his inner circle, and they announce that he's got a cancer. Cancer is almost always a death sentence, especially when it's announced and it is afflicting a public figure. They can linger for a couple of years, or they can be gone in months. For the reasons laid out in our conspiracy fiction, we think that Joe Biden will not make it to the end of this year. Of course, we could be wrong. We were wrong about Joe Biden not making it through the election cycle. We were wrong about Joe Biden not making it through his administration. So we've been wrong about Joe Biden kicking the bucket many, many times. And if we turn out to be wrong about this one, well, then that just keeps our streak alive. That's the look, life campers, from the simulation. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you've heard, because we don't get out much, man. We don't listen to the doom and gloomers as much as we used to. But every so often, something significant seems to trickle in. Here's another bit of irony for you guys from the simulation. The greatest threat to humanity is human beings. You can dispute this if you like. However, when you look at history, you can come to no other conclusion. Humans have been trying to wipe out humanity since days immemorial. Before a universe downloaded it into my psyche, I had never heard the words cosmic and healing used together anywhere that I can remember. But as I mentioned, it was downloaded, we became aware of it, and we figured, oh, this would be a good hashtag. Let's put it out there. Cosmic healing, cosmic healing, cosmic healing. I didn't really know what cosmic healing was, so the universe gave me an example. I'm going to share an example with you. I'm not going to share the real life example because it has to do with a friend and it has to do with a health challenge, and we're not supposed to talk about that kind of stuff. So I'm going to make something up. And just like the movies, I'm going to tell you that this is based on actual events and actual experience. So let's say, for example, that you are you and you have a friend that you grew up with, and they're coming to visit you in your city. You guys have moved on, but you're still friends, and your buddy, could be a girl or a guy, let's say it's a girl, she's coming to visit you. You want to be a good host, so you have set up a whole lot of different activities to do, and she has done the same. These are physical activities, and because your plans for transportation kind of fell through, you end up doing a lot of walking and doing a lot of public transportation, which can include climbing stairs and waiting and so forth. The meals aren't exactly few and far between, but they're less frequent than your friend is used to. But she doesn't seem to notice or mind because you guys are having such a good time doing the activities. When you finally do eat, you're not eating fast food. You're eating at a decent middle price restaurant, and they're not giving you a lot of bread, they're not giving you a lot of pasta. It's kind of like meat and vegetables diet because that's what you're into, and you encourage her to do the same. Maybe she has a salad. She's surprised at how filling the salad can be. And this is kind of like the holiday lifestyle. And she's with you for, I don't know, 3 to 5 days. The middle of the week between weekends and stuff like that. You do your thing when the crowds are low. And then when she gets back, she gives you a call, tells you that she has a great time. And guess what? When she was with you, she lost about 6 pounds. And beyond that, which you kind of knew, but she didn't talk a lot about it, she had high blood pressure. And when she went to the doctor, after hanging out with you for a week, her blood pressure was lower. Well, why was her blood pressure lower? Because she lost weight, she gained endurance and stamina, and probably, although it doesn't really show, all of the walking, all the activity toned up her muscles. This is cosmic healing. What did you do? What did she do? You don't consider yourself a healer, but between you, her, the situation, which is universe, she was healed of her high blood pressure. Was it healed or was it reversed? It could be permanently reversed if said friend internalized the lifestyle that you guys had for that week. Now, it's not always going to be vacation and holiday. However, if she decides to emulate the walking for 20 or 30 minutes that you guys did between events, maybe to get to the bus or to get to the train or transportation or along the beach, if she can and will and does keep that up, even if she's just maintaining the weight or even dropping it, then maybe and really probably her health situation will improve. Thus, we can say that she was healed of high blood pressure and maybe any of the other symptoms that go along with that. So who healed who? You heal her? Are you a healing practitioner? Did she heal herself? Did the cosmos heal her? Or was it a combination? Was it a trinity? This is, my friends, is what I call, or how I define, cosmic healing.
This program is made possible by viewers like you. No sponsors, no affiliates, no grants, no foundations. Just your subscriptions and contributions. Thank you.